Law enforcement is the brilliant idea that we give a small group of people with qualified immunity the right to harass, kidnap, imprison, steal from, and kill people so that we can be protected from people who harass, kidnap, steal from, and kill people.
No!
I wanted to do a quick follow-up to the last video I did entitled Pissed Undercover Cop Pulls Over Cop Who Just Pulled Him Over. If you missed that video, I'll leave a link for you in the description. The reason for this follow-up is because I want to show you a local news station's handling of this exact incident. And it's not even so much what they say in the report that I have a problem with. It's what they don't say.
When law enforcement officers are on road patrol, they pull over drivers all the time. But how many times do they pull over one of their supervisors?
Okay, here's why I have a problem with this local news report. It solidifies those who listen to it into the quick-drying concrete of the status quo. They first start out with two widely accepted euphemisms.
When law enforcement officers are on road patrol, they pull over drivers all the time.
Road patrol and pull over drivers are euphemistically used to minimize the reality of two descriptors. Road patrol should be road piracy, and pull over drivers should be termed extort individuals. Cops are road pirates who are not out there serving and protecting, but harassing and collecting. This body cam footage proves that these badged enforcers of the state are not interested in protecting the public. How do we know that? Because they let their own employees continue to drive at high rates of speed and, according to their own words, jeopardize public safety. Because that's why they pull us over in the first place and extort us, right? Because they want to make the roads safer?
When law enforcement officers are on road patrol, they pull over drivers all the time. But how many times do they pull over one of their supervisors?
It happened to two Boynton Beach officers and Contact 5 investigator. Maris Badcock has body cam video you'll see only on 5.
Seriously? I'm sorry, sir? Seriously? Well, you were speeding.
This is Major Michael Johnson.
You're right.
The only major at the Boynton Beach Police Department.
Guys, not sergeant, not lieutenant, not captain. This guy is a major. Pretty close to the top of the food chain in pretty much any department. Given the fact that a stream can rise no higher than its source, there's no doubt that his underlings do just as bad or worse than this guy on a continual basis. And keep in mind, this is just what we see on released body cam footage. Can you imagine what these guys do when they're off camera?
I'm trying to do my job.
Pulled over for speeding in September 2017 by one of his own officers.
Don't worry about it. Seriously, go ahead. I'm going to write you a ticket out of the discretion. But you know you were speeding, so... Yep. Okay. All right. Drive safe.
Officer Mark Sohn lets Major Johnson off with a warning.
I was at 97 miles an hour at one point.
But a minute later, Officer Sohn is back out of the vehicle. This time, Major Johnson is pulling him over.
You seriously talk to me like that? You just failed to signal your lane change, and you also failed to make your left turn.
My left turn.
When you made your left turn off I-95 on the overpass, you didn't have your signal on. Are
Sir.
you seriously serious about this?
Now just imagine for a second if a person who wasn't a cop pulled this cop over. What do you think Officer Mark Sohn's reaction would be? He would have already cuffed this guy and had him up against his car searching his pockets. That so-called journalists don't bring this fact out shows how easily they pander to the authorities as they hide the truth of what's really going on from the viewing masses.
The whole incident caught on body camera.
Speeding,
Is
right?
your body camera on?
It is on.
Please make sure it is on.
It is on. It was on before.
I agreed that I was speeding. You want to write me a ticket?
No.
The exchange sparked a 13-month investigation into Major Michael Johnson.
A 13-month investigation? It really took over a year to investigate this guy? How much did that cost taxpayers?
On claims of unbecoming conduct and unsatisfactory performance. Initially, he received a written reprimand, but just this week, the city manager rejected the unbecoming conduct allegation and only wrote him up for the unsatisfactory performance allegation.
And why did they do that? because that's just what you do for the guys who are part of the special qualified immunity club.
I was behind you at 97 miles an hour.
Very good. But I wasn't going 97.
Okay. So how fast were you going then?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But I know I wasn't doing 97 because I've never done 97 in this in my life.
Johnson wasn't put on administrative leave during the investigation, and both officers are still employed with the Boynton Beach Police Department.
Of course they're still employed. Of course they're still speeding. And of course they're still extorting the people on behalf of the state. This is truly pitiful and infuriating. Guys, like and share this video with everybody you know everywhere you can on social media. It's the only way I can combat YouTube's censorship and suppression algorithms. Also, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll like some of my other videos. Here's 2 of them for you to watch before you leave. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.